And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. So for the Knicks, Bonner, he's checked in for Smith. And Hubert Davis subbed in for John Starks. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. New York moving it around. Got a piece of it. Here's Bonner. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
The Knicks with the lead. Out to the right wing. Ewing kicks to Harper. Back to Ewing. Ewing gets the jumper to fall. 1:12 left to play here in the third. Pass to O'Quinn. Kicks it to Seraphin. And he gets it to go.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves, has so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Anthony. And it's Harper with the rebound.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Ewing dishes to Harper. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes,
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Knicks lead by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Galloway.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Just great assists like the one we just saw.
And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Kyle O'Quinn. He's out there with Derek Williams. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Aflalo. And it's Galloway in at the point guard. Now, here is Smith. Here's Starks. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Starks has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. Galloway covered by Anthony. Williams against Mason. Galloway, the pass to Seraphin. Banked in off the glass.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Dishes to Aflalo. 6 on the shot clock. That's good.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Derek Harper's checked in for New York. And then for New York, Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Fresh comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Anthony subbed in for Williams. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. His advice, clear cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Here's Anthony after New York gets the three. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Starks. And again, New York with the triple.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Afflalo.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Starks. And again, New York with the triple.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Now here's Afflalo. The drive by Anthony. Anthony missing again. The Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Starks. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ewing's checked in. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half was carried right over into the second.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's Harper following the score by New York. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Patrick Ewing in this one, he's got 13 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Patrick Ewing. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He doesn't get the second one. Knicks trail by 11. Lopez passes to Galloway. Here's Anthony. Great touch on the 16-footer.
It's a good thing he showed up today because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
And here are the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Ewing against Lopez. Ewing kicks to Harper. That's good. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The pass to Afflalo. Anthony on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Here's Starks. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
So it's the Knicks now, down by 12. New York moving the ball around. Fresh, the pass to Afflalo. Ewing doing some work on the glass. New York with the ball. Smith kicks to Starks. Harper dishes to Starks. Goes back up. And he hits the jump shot. Starks has got 37.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Afflalo outside. Feeds it to Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Galloway covered by Smith. Galloway, the pass to Afflalo. And the shot is good.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Here's Harper. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, John Starks in this one, 37 points. He's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them is going in.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pass to Afflalo. From 10 feet out, Afflalo with another miss. Trying to get open is Lopez. Good on the shot.
He's carrying his club right now, guys. 5 for 7 from the field in the quarter.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
On the basket by Starks.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak. That's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And a new group in for the Knicks. And so it's New York with it. 9-point game. Here's Grant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
34 seconds left in the fourth. Bonner kicks to Anthony. Passes to Christie. He dishes it to Williams. Left side Williams. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Grant. That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for your Knicks, Grant Anthony. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Both teams will make substitutions. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
He adds to their lead with a couple of solid free throws.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quit in them.
And I think you have to respect that attitude and approach. I know most teams would have called it a game already.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. The Knicks pull it in. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pulls up. Almost, but it rolls out. So it's New York picking up the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, John Starks.